You know that feeling when you're not so sure whether something is right or wrong, but the person imparting the information is doing it with such confidence and style. You're like, हाँ यार जो बोल रहा है सही होगा, मतलब ये गलत क्यों ही बताएगा. That's exactly what the show feels like, especially when it gets into the technical parts of what goes into counterfeiting currency. With 2 more shows releasing later this year, Raj and DK are off to a good start. Whether it was perfect or not, were Shahid and Vijay Sethupathi any good, and do we get yet another universe on our hands? Let's get into it. Starting with the stars of the show, Raj and DK. These two, along with their dialogue writers Sita Menon, Suman Kumar and Raghav Dutt, have cracked the web show. Easy, free-flowing dialogues that feel real, sound real, and only get elevated when they're used by talented actors. FARZI may not be Raj and DK's most innovative show, but that does not hamper it in any way. Even though it feels very similar to The Family Man in its pacing and the treatment of its characters, it has its own style. It gives you that sweet, sweet nostalgia of watching season 1 of The Family Man, but with its own unique experience. The show is inherently funny, and it only gets funnier when real people with real problems and real motivations are put into absurd situations, which is what Raj and DK are masters at. Its dialogues and understated gags are what make it such a breezy, fun and engaging watch. Coming to the other stars of the show, 2 of the biggest OTT debuts, Shahid Kapoor and Vijay Sethupathi. Now, there isn't a morally grey character that Shahid Kapoor hasn't nailed, made memorable or played unconvincingly. And FARZI is no exception. He finally successfully sheds that Kabir Singh skin that we got to see glimpses of in Jersey and presents himself in a new and delightful manner. He gets to be funny, charming, witty, angry, abuse, play a grey character and do all the things that make him such a good actor. And what about Vijay Sethupathi? I have to admit, I never thought that the man who played a menacing role like that of Veda and Vikram Veda and as heartbreaking as that of Shilpa in Super Deluxe would make me laugh the way he did in this one. I was extremely skeptical when in the trailer I saw that he was majorly speaking in Hindi. But now that I've seen the show, I have to admit that it was an absolute masterstroke by whoever took that call. Because we get the gift of Vijay Sethupathi abusing in Hindi, and it is glorious. His deadpan delivery and his ability to immediately turn on his acting chops in a scene that requires a certain level of seriousness makes his character immediately likable. With 2 such big names foraying into the world of web shows, it's going to be extremely exciting to see who else follows suit, because evidently, if done with a certain level of conviction, it's a risk that pays off massively. The decision to cast Zakir Hussain, who more cultured people commonly know as Sajid Dawn, if you get that reference, you have all my heart, as Minister Gehlot and get him to interact with Vijay Sethupathi in this series was just Chummeshwari, absolutely Chummeshwari. Together, they create some of the most funny and memorable sequences in a web show in the recent past. KK Menon and Bhuvan Arora are stellar additions to the cast as well. Both are effortlessly funny and sometimes even unintentionally, but in a good way. I just hope that Bhuvan doesn't get typecasted as your average Mumbai Tapori boy, because evidently the guy has a lot of talent and I'm excited to see what else he does in the future. And last but not the least, Amol Palekar helps ground the show in emotions, and Raashi Khanna exudes confidence. This is the first time I've seen her do anything on screen, and I have to say, I am a bit of a fan. Comedy अच्छी है, acting अच्छी है, story अच्छी है, तो यार बुरा क्या है शो में? अरे भाई, is it necessary for something to be bad in a show? I'm not saying that it's a perfect show. Hell, I'm not even saying that it is the most memorable show. But it's exactly what you want it to be. It is fun, it is funny, it is thrilling, it is engaging, it has good actors and a fun storyline. Of course, as the show progressed, it became more and more evident to me that there is going to be a season 2. And that just means that towards the end it felt a little stretched out, but no one can blame anyone for that. That's just how shows are nowadays. And Raj and DK would be missing a big opportunity if they didn't play that game. Unfortunately for me and the people who feel the same way, it's just how shows are designed. The show does, however, leave us wanting for more. And that is exactly what the job of season 2 will be, to provide us with that more. The show also leaves us with a lot of questions in the bigger scheme of things, like will we get simple references to characters and cameos from The Family Man like Chilam Sir or Tiwari's voice, or will we actually get a more in-depth integration of the two stories? Personally, I hope it stays at the level of simply acknowledging the existence of all the other characters in the same universe, maybe referencing them, maybe calling upon them if desperate help is needed, to a point where it seems connected but still unique. Raj and DK have always been adamant on providing a new experience to their viewers, which is exactly why I hope that despite confirming the two shows to be a part of the same universe, they provide each of the shows with their own breathing space. But then again, who cares what I have to say? With yet another feather in their caps, Raj and DK clearly know what they're doing. And I can't say I'm not on board for it. So yeah, that's it for the review. I don't usually review web series because there's a lot of movies in general, but this week there was no big release and I needed to post a video and this was a big show, so why not? Watch it, it is fun, it is engaging, it is thrilling, and I think that the majority of the people are going to enjoy this one. If you've already watched the show somehow, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. If you haven't, go watch it and then come back and we can discuss it. In the meanwhile, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that. I will see you next week with hopefully the review of Shahzada, which I can't say I'm really looking forward to, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Till then, take care. Peace. Oh, and here's that clip of Vijay Sethupathi abusing in Hindi. Enjoy.
सच्चाई का रखवाला बोस्टी